Here we have two leaving groups, chlorine and iodine. Iodine is the good leaving group, of course, but iodine is present on double bonded carbon. It is in conjugation with a double bond. Here partial double bond formation takes place. Because of that partial double bond character, cleavage of this bond becomes difficult. So it will not leave. And in case of chlorine, there is no such type of phenomenon. So chlorine can leave easily. So what is the correct product? See, this is the correct product. Okay, done. Now let us see second question. Identify the product A in the given reaction. See, alkyne when treated with HgSO4 followed by H2SO4 produce carbonyl carbon. Now let us see the mechanism. First of all, let us know what is the role of this reagent. This reagent adds water molecule according to Markovnikov's rule. Let us write mechanism. And in the next step, keto-enol tautomerism will take place. Keto-enol tautomerism. Let us see here. This bond will shift this side, and here carbon will get 5 bonds. That's why this bond will shift it onto this carbon atom, and this carbon will get negative charge, and proton attacks on that carbon. Okay, CH3. C double bond O, CH3. So what is the product? C is the product. Okay, remember what is the role of HgSO4 followed by H2SO4? It adds water molecule to alkyne according to Markovnikov's rule. Okay, now let us see third question. Identify product C in the given reaction. Here some set of reactions are given. Now let us write all the reactions. See, alkene when treated with the cold alkaline KMnO4 produce diol. Cold alkaline KMnO4 produce diol. So this is A, and A on treatment with HiO4. What is the role of HiO4? HiO4 is used to cleave the diol. When diol on treatment with HiO4, cleavage takes place and formation of carbonyl compounds takes place. And this is B. And B on treatment with the dilute OH minus followed by heating. C. Aldehydes with alpha hydrogens undergo aldol condensation followed by heating to produce alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compounds, right? So here we get this compound. Now let us see the mechanism for this step. Okay, means mechanism for aldol condensation. In aldol condensation, first step is attack of OH minus on alpha carbon which is having alpha hydrogen. Here alpha hydrogen is captured by OH minus and OH minus and here H plus removed as water molecule. So I am writing minus H2O leads to formation of carbene ion. Here I am writing C double bond O bond like this. Here I am writing aldehyde like this, C double bond O H. And in the next step, formed carbene ion attacks on carbonyl carbon of second aldehydic group. Okay, this negative charge will attack on this carbonyl carbon and this bond will shift towards oxygen atom and leads to formation of 5-member ring. So I am writing that 5-member ring here. See, this carbon is having CHO and this carbon is having O minus because this bonding shifting towards oxygen and here hydrogen is present. Okay, and next attack of proton H plus from water which is formed in the first step. Okay, here H plus attacks on this oxygen OH and CHO, and this is on heating loses water molecule and produce alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl carbon. So what is the product? So B is the correct answer. Okay, let us see the next reaction. What is the relation between A and B? Option A positional isomers, option B functional group isomers, option C metamers, and option D diastereomers. First let us know what is the function of HgSO4 and H2SO4 reagent and function of BH3THF followed by oxidation. See, HgSO4 and H2SO4 adds water molecule to alkyne according to Markovnikov's rule. Adds water molecule according to M rule, Markovnikov's rule. Okay, and BH3THF followed by oxidation adds water molecule according to anti-Markovnikov's rule. Okay, now let us see the mechanism. First let us write HgSO4 followed by H2SO4. So it adds water molecule according to Markovnikov's rule, OH minus and H plus. Negative part of the reagent always adds to carbon having less number of water molecules according to Markovnikov's rule. So here we get COH double bond CH2. And here ketoenol tautomerism takes place. Ketoenol. This bond will shift this side, this bond will shift this side, and hydrogen will shift onto the carbon atom and gives C double bond O CH3 ketone. Okay. Now let us see second reaction. BH3 followed by THF and followed by oxidation. It adds water molecule according to anti-Markovnikov's rule. Okay. Here we get H double bond CH and OH. Here also ketoenol tautomerism takes place. This bond will shift this side, this bond will shift this side, and hydrogen attacks on this carbon atom and ketoenol, and we get CH2 CHO. Okay, these two are functional group isomers, right? So what is the correct answer? Second one is correct answer. Now let us see the next question. Identify D in the given reaction. So we have to find D. Here some steps of reactions are given to us. Now let us write all the steps. Toluene when treated with Cl2 in excess in the presence of sunlight gives compound A. In A on treatment with H2O, all halogens are replaced by OH group. So this is B. See, 3 OH groups are not possible on single carbon atom. So immediately here water molecule elimination takes place and we get carboxylic acid. Okay. Nothing but this is B. Right. B on treatment with SOCl2. OH group in the carboxylic acid is replaced by Cl. So this is C. And C on hydrogenation in the presence of palladium barium carbonate produces aldehyde. This is a famous named reaction, Rosenmann's reduction. Acid halides when treated with hydrogen in the presence of palladium barium carbonate produce aldehydes. So Rosenmann's reduction, this reaction is Rosenmann's reaction. Let us see 7th question. Write the products of the following reaction. First reaction, cyanides on treatment with SnCl2 plus HCl produce aldehydes. This is very famous reaction, Stephen's aldehyde synthesis. Cyanide is directly converted to aldehyde group. So the product is CH3CHO. This is Stephen's aldehyde synthesis. And second reaction, ketones when treated with ZnHg followed by HCl converted to alkanes. This is direct conversion of carbonyl compounds to alkanes. If any other group like NO2 is present, that is also reduced. This is very important. So with Clemmensen reagent, NO2 also reduced to NH2 and C double bond is reduced to alkane. Okay, this is Clemmensen reduction. And next one, aldehydes or ketones when treated with MgHg, they form diols. Here I don't want to discuss mechanisms. I have to cover more number of models. That is my intention. Okay. And option D, Wolff-Kishner reduction. This is ketones or aldehydes when treated with the Wolff-Kishner reagent, they also form alkanes. So now let us see next question. How many of the following compounds give Tollens test? First one, acetaldehyde, benzaldehyde, acetone, propyne and hemiacetal, cyclic hemiacetal. Let us write the structure of acetaldehyde, CH3CHO, benzaldehyde and acetone Now we know all types of aldehydes including benzaldehyde gives positive test with Tollens reagent. So give tick mark. And ketones do not give Tollens test, give into mark. And terminal alkynes also give Tollens test. See, this is very important reaction, means Tollens test is used to distinguish terminal alkyne and internal alkyne. terminal alkynes give positive test with Tollens reagent, whereas internal alkynes do not give reaction with Tollens reagent. Okay, and see fifth one, this is cyclic hemiacetal. Cyclic hemiacetal also gives positive test with the Tollens reagent. Now let us see the mechanism, how reaction will take place. See, base in the reagent will capture proton present on the OH group. Okay, right, here water molecule formation takes place, OH minus and H plus, and in the next step this lone pair or negative charge will shift towards this carbon and this bond will shift towards oxygen atom. Here we get a carbon, see carbon double bond oxygen, here hydrogen is present already. Okay, because here one hydrogen is present, I am writing that hydrogen, and on this oxygen atom negative charge will come. See, this is negative charge, and see proton from this water molecule attacks this oxygen and produce OH CH4. Now aldehyde is produced, so it also will give positive test with the Tollens reagent. Okay, clear? Let us see next question. How many isomers are formed when N-pentane undergoes monohalogenation? Let us see the solution. Cl2 followed by H2. See, attack of chlorine on this carbon having hydrogen gives one product, and attack on this carbon having hydrogen gives two compounds. How it is possible? See, here attack gives formation of chiral center, chiral carbon. See, this carbon is surrounded by 4 different groups. This is 1, 2, 3 and hydrogen 4. So here chiral carbon formation is taking place. So we have to consider enantiomeric pair. So 1 plus 1, 2 compounds formation will take place, and attack on this carbon will give only 1. So total how many isomers are formed? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, including stereo. For example, if we want to know only structural isomers, if we want to know only structural isomers, then we have to remove one enantiomer. So we get 3 structural isomers, 1, 2, 3. Means 1 chloropentane, 2 chloropentane and 3 chloropentane. If we want to know total isomers, so we have to include enantiomeric pair. Okay, right. Let us see next question. Write products of the following reaction. Anisole on treatment with HI. Let us see the reaction. This is structure of anisole. So we have to predict the products. See here 2 possibilities takes place. Okay, this is ether. Ether when treated with HI, cleavage of oxygen and carbon bond, either this bond or this bond, cleavage will takes place. Means this bond may come onto the oxygen atom, or this bond may come onto the oxygen atom. Now let us see which possibility is correct. First one, this bond is coming towards oxygen, then oxygen will get negative charge and carbon will get positive charge, O minus and CH3 plus. And the second possibility, this bond will shift on to the oxygen atom. This is second possibility. Okay, now benzene will get positive charge and this oxygen will get negative charge, O minus and CH3. So which shifting is correct? See, positive charge on carbonyl carbon is not favorable. Yes or no? It is very unstable. So this type of shifting is correct. Which one? Shifting of bond towards oxygen. This first one is correct. So these two are the intermediates, and in the next step HI will attack, H plus and I minus. Okay, and this will attacks on this methyl carbocation, H plus attacks on O minus. So phenol and CH3I means methyl iodide. Where is phenol and methyl iodide? So this one is the correct. So we will discuss some other questions in the next part. See you. Thank you.